Welcome to Auntie Jensen Tarot. Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome in. I am getting a pretty descriptive image of somebody wearing wings in some sort of skit. And I'm also getting that you're not going to remember this for a while. It's going to hit you like later on in the week. Oh, because your first reaction to this, I believe, will be, no, not me. But then, come later on, a few days down the road, you're going to say, oh my gosh, yep, that was me wearing some wings, and it was a skit. It's something like that, and the image is pretty clear to me. A lot of fun was had during this time, maybe with family, doesn't have to be, but that you really are being asked to remember those times because you've had some really great times with people, really creative, fun times with people. Okay, so let's get into your message here, Sag. Thanks for joining me here today. And remember, not everything's going to resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. Love is out here. What are we talking right away here? Sag, thank you to all who supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Here we go. Lovers. What's the lovers here, Spirit? Be wise about your lovers, huh? A lot of good fortune with a current lover. Death in the reverse. King of Cups sideways. Yeah, something about water, the sea, animals of the sea. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone has had to be tough, and that's put them on like a defensive, kind of nasty road. They've been kind of nasty when they're really, the real true them is much more sweet and like nature oriented. But their sweet and naturey has been halted, and now that's causing them to be pretty brutal to deal with. Is this someone who is a love interest, or is this talking about their choices? This could be someone you're dealing with. This could also be you, so switch the roles as you need to. Here's the Emperor in the reverse. Someone's talking about this person. Someone's talking about you. People are talking. This person is all discombobulated. Six of Wands. They are not finding their way. They are not finding their successes. They don't, it's like somebody, or they are using their position of power in a negative way. Queen of Swords. They're using their, whatever they're saying in a negative way. Yeah, they're kind of nasty. They're abusive in nature. And their thinking and their strategy is right along those lines. What is going on here? But the core of them, or their natural way, is more sweet and nature oriented. So what's happening with this person? Ace of Cups in the reverse. They're angry and they're pulling back from everybody. What's happened here, Spirit? They used to be very caring and open and nurturing and welcoming, and now they're more robotic in their actions. Two of Pentacles. They're getting busy. They're getting robotic. It's just all about the money or the success. But they don't realize they're not having success. It's success somebody else wants for them. I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this is someone you're watching. You used to know them. You're watching them now from afar. And they're being directed by somebody that wants them to be like a corporate hotshot or something like that. And this is not them. And it's coming out in really awful ways. Because they're trying to keep this mask going. King of Wands is out here now. I think that's your energy. Like, you're really fun, and you had fun with them, and you guys got into a lot of your dynamics is off the charts. Just a lot of unusual situations you got into just because you're fun and charming. And now it's like you don't even know who this person is. High Priestess. You guys are both intuitive. You know what's going on with them, but they're like, and they know what's going on with them too, but they're not acknowledging it to you. In fact, I don't think maybe you've talked in a while, or your communication has been brief and not often. Justice. Yeah, you just want to get down to business here, communicating the truth to this person and vice versa. But they don't want to do that. Something has happened maybe with their family, Four of Wands. And could be something in the court system as well that has caused them to think they have to be a certain way, make a certain amount of money, or it's like energy of chasing their tail. Why are you involved in this? I don't think this is you. You're involved in this because, you were once the grounding force for them. Queen of Pentacles. It's on its side, and Three of Pentacles. You're in the midst of this because this was at one time a very close relationship for you, and now you're having to find other relations. Yeah. And you were once a grounding force for them, and now they have rejected that relationship. Ace of Wands on the side. More rejection. When you two used to always think of brand new things, and then you'd be excited about it, you'd go do it. It'd blossom into something else, or you would involve others. You know, it'd start with you two, and then you were having so much fun that people were drawn to you, and then you'd have a crowd around you doing something. Why are we talking about this? Spirits? Hangman, because it's heavy on your mind. What's the advice here, Spirit? Yeah, you think that they've just become like they're just a shell of their former self. Page of Wands, Eight of Cups. Yeah, they've just walked away from you. And you and they were always, like I've said, very dynamic and always finding the next thing that was inspiring to you. Maybe you're even a business partnership here. But the chaos hit, Five of Wands and the Judgment, and then there was Judgment. Yeah, the chaos was something about family breaking apart, maybe going through the justice system. They just turned to be something that they're not, and it's turning them nasty. Two of Wands. They looked at their future like, I have a choice of two. They feel like they're a victim to something when they're their natural self. Or I can be a hard ass like everybody else, and that's the route they take. But it's just not for them. It's like eating them up, and they're not a hard ass. They're just nasty. They're just mean-spirited now. Three of Swords. Yeah, it's heartbreaking for you to see them change so much and to not have this relationship anymore. Let's get to advice for our Sag. I feel like I've asked that a couple of times. The Devil and the Empress. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, this is their way to try and be abundant again. Is to be really hard on themselves and those around them. Be really strict with themselves, and it's just something about I have to make a certain amount of money in order to have the life that I want, I have to have a certain amount of toys. It's something very monetary that they're focused in on now. If you're not dealing with a Capricorn, then you're like total opposites now. They're toxic, and you're still in this creative force. You were always a creative force with them. Now you're a creative force, and you're still nurturing and supportive, and you have that in your life. And yeah, it's just like two opposites. I see not a lot going well for them and a heck of a lot going well for you. But it's like you figured out your own matrix, what works for you. And it's what works for them, but they've done the total opposite now. Something's happening where they have thought, I have to change completely. So the advice is to stay in your own groove. 7 of Pentacles, yeah. It's going to be a road where you plant your own seeds now for a while. Yeah, I hear you saying, what happens to them? Okay. Hierophant. They have to find themselves again. They have to find their spirituality again. They have to find the key to self, the core of self, the happiness that is self. They have to find their happiness again. And I'm hearing they do that. It'll be like something random where they do something and it reaches others, and then they'll be reminded of how you too were always that way. You do something just for the pleasure of it, and then it'd reach out to others. You know, it'd like octopus out to others, benefit, and then it'd be like a big deal. You know, and it might even have gone public or something because, or viral, just because the 6 of Wands, that can be public recognition, or yeah. And I feel like that was the energy you guys were always in without even trying. 8 of Wands is out here, 5 of Cups. They need to get to a point where, yeah, they start talking about their regrets. Something that they regret or regrets. And they need to do it quickly to remember. Something happens quickly here for some of them where, yeah, they do something and then they realize the impact they have on others, and it's a reminder to how you two always were. It's a reminder of self. And they need to speak through and understand these regrets they have, because they kind of knee-jerk react, or did for this very dramatic change. It's confusing to you. It makes you like headed. Yeah. This whole thing is confusing to you. Like one day they were one way and the next day they were just someone you didn't even know. So I do see for some of you, they are being influenced by someone who's saying, in order to be really successful in life, you have to be X, Y, and Z. And they're going after X, Y, and Z. Maybe to keep the family together. But it's actually a path that's not doing them any favors. You're awfully worried about it, but Spirit's saying, let it go. Believe, have faith that this will turn around. It will turn around. Yeah, because you feel totally ignored, not seen by them anymore. And you feel their utter discombobulation, their imbalance here. At this time, they're as far away from spirit as they've ever been in their life. And I think they have been in the past pretty spiritual, especially when they were running with you. They're all about shortcuts now, getting to the monetary, and quickly as you can. They're going to start seeing that brings them no happiness. They're going to start seeing that even though they think they are strong, they are not with these actions. They are just creating trouble for themselves. Yeah, they're going to see the truth. Let's grab an oracle. I feel your sadness, though, in losing this connection. What's the oracle here for our Sagittarius? Okay. What the winter spirits know. This is taking a pause. I'm going to read it further, though. And when the storm spirits play, yeah, when storms hit, and it's necessary for the storm to hit and create new seeds, but first the chaos comes. Let's read them both. When the storm spirits play, understanding how to navigate divine chaos. That's what they need to do. Clear the air, stir the pot, scatter seeds, bring new possibilities. Yeah. You're being asked to surrender your need to control outer circumstances, which is based on desire to feel more certain, avoid confrontation, or resist change. Yeah. This card signifies a time to trust that this chaos, this disorder, this turbulence that has shown up in your life is temporary but important. You're now able to let go of what is unnecessary or that which you've resisted releasing. Yeah. I've had a hard time releasing this person and this situation, but release it. It will iron out on its own. Release your need to control this and navigate this. Release it. Release, release, release. Easier said than done, I understand. But keep it in mind and then and meditate on it and pray on it, and they'll start getting easier. When the winter spirits know obstacles that are divinely timed, this is an obstacle you're going through with this person, this lack of this relationship, and they're going through a lot of obstacles. The season of rest, but you're being asked to rest through this, slow down and to regroup. Obstacles are placed in your path for a purpose, to slow us down. So taking that pause I mentioned, if you encounter ice, you need to proceed with caution. If you encounter a no, maybe a yes will come from a new source. If you encounter a mountain, you need to figure out whether you should climb it, walk around it, dig a tunnel through it, or choose another path altogether. Yeah, take a rest on this so you can figure out if you're going to climb, walk, dig, choose another path. I think this person comes around to you in time, but it may not be very quickly. The winter spirits know that sometimes you need to put something on ice until a better time. If something isn't working right now, trust that it is not meant to, at least not yet. I think that is a perfect place to end. Sagittarius, hang in there. If you feel inclined to comment, please do. And please do like, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel. Until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.